Welcome everybody to your quarantine class. As it states, we're really going to be focusing on the core today. The abdominal section, the obliques, the glutes, all that good stuff, especially the low back too. So we're going to go ahead and get started with a warm-up right here. Let's just start by marching. Take it nice and slow. Think about keeping that belly nice and braced. Should be able to comfortably breathe through this entire class. And we want to think about breathing through the diaphragm. Right, so nice controlled motions here. If you're having trouble keeping your balance, you're always more than welcome to have a hand on the chair if you'd like. And as always, we modify everything, so if you would like to be seated for the class, you can be seated for the whole time. Good. All right, now let's go up and across a little bit. Across. Let's see, yeah. Don't be afraid to twist a little bit. Don't over twist. Right, we want to work with our bodies. We don't want to force them into a range of motion they're not ready for. Good. Go ahead and bring those feet wide right here. Hands on your hips. Let's just twist a little bit. Twist the upper body. Get a bit of a side lean here. No need to reach overhead. Just side leaning. Belly tight. Go as far as you feel comfortable. Right, we don't want to force those hips out to the side or force that head down. Just practicing a little bit of lateral movement here. All right, now we're going to bring it down low. You're going to reach down in the cross. Take this nice and slow, right? We're really just trying to connect with that core area. Not just our abdominals, but think about your glutes, think about your obliques, think about your low back, making sure you're keeping it safe. All that stuff right here, you're hinging, right? You're sinking the hips back. Good. One more. Excellent. Go ahead and take a seat real quick. We'll do some sit to stands while bringing those hands overhead. Anthony's going to show you a modification where you push off the chair. Igor and I are going to do regular, so right here, throw that weight forward, stand all the way up, overhead, reach, press those hands a little bit, extend that spine, come on back down. Do that 5 times. That's 1. Bring it up, reach, 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 reach. Good. Back down. That's 2. Really just trying to create some space between the vertebrae. Reach, 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 reach. Good. Back down. 2 more. 2 more. Reach, 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 reach. Good. Last one right here. Reach, 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 reach. Excellent job. Stay standing if you'd like, or you can take a seat. Keep in mind, all of these exercises today should be rather slow and intentional. We're not going for speed. We're going for control. So right here, our first exercise, standing core set right here. You can choose to keep your hands behind your head or just up right here by your guard. So Igor's going to show you behind your head. I'm going to show you right up front. Anthony's just going to show you the seated version. So right here, we're going to start with that standing side crunch. We're not going to alternate. We're going to go right elbow to right knee. Crunch it. Come on back down. If you have trouble with your balance, you can always hold on to the chair. This is also supposed to be a test of your balance. We need a tremendous amount of core strength in order to hold our hips level. Good. In order to maintain this control. Good. Exhaling as you crunch. Yeah. Nice test of your balance. Let's do 3 more. 1. Good. Good. 1 more. Excellent job. Let's switch sides. Moving on to that left. So here, really crunching that knee to that elbow. Have them kind of meet in the middle. Good. Back down. Excellent job. Under control. You'll feel this quite a bit in the hip flexor too, right up here. But we still want to be feeling that side crunch through the obliques. Good. That's it. Keep it going. Keep it going. Notice how we're all taking this very slowly and intentionally, not falling onto the leg. Controlling your ascension and descension right here. Let's get 2 more. Good. 1 more. Excellent job. All right, now we're going to alternate with a cross. So here, you're going to take the right elbow, bring it towards the left knee. Then you'll take the left elbow, bring it towards the right knee. You can choose to have those hands behind your head, in front of you, or in that seated position. Let's get it going right here. Look at the control, right? We're not moving fast. We're trying to move as smooth as we can. If there's a bit of a stumble, that's okay, right? Not going for perfection, we're just going for connection. Again, the challenge here, bringing the hands behind the head. If you would like, no need to force that. Getting this nice flexion and rotation, this nice pairing here. Good. You can choose to keep a hand on the chair if you would like. Good, let's keep that going. Couple more. Good, let's get 3 more. One more. Good job. All right. Now, working on bringing those hands overhead. Still involved in the core. Anytime we bring them overhead, if you loosen this, you're going to extend your spine. We don't want that. We want to bring the hands overhead, keep the belly tight both at the same time. We're going to alternate this crunch here. So your elbows are going to come down and your knee is going to come up. Nice and slow. You'll get a bit of a spinal flexion in here, right? That's what we're going for. A nice solid crunch. Good. Not a huge crunch. We're not going through, a massive range of motion. Just a nice, gentle crunch towards the knee. Exhaling as you pull that knee in and pull those arms down. Think about actively pulling the arms down, right? That'll get the kind of outer back muscles involved, a little bit of the chest, some of the arms. The chest and back muscles are part of that core. We want to make sure they stay engaged too. Good. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Excellent job. Let's get 2 more. Good. 1 more. Excellent, excellent, excellent job. Nice flexion and extension there. Now, pick up the pace just a little bit. Let's bring those hands together out in front of you. We're going to get an iso rotation right here. So, a little quicker, short rotation. Good. So it does not need to be super fast. We're not going for cardio, we're going for control. A big part of the core is about resisting motion, right? In fact, that's its main purpose, is to create stability. Here, when your arms go out to the side, everything needs to brace properly in order to prevent your spine from over twisting. So we're creating the motion and resisting the motion at the same time. This is an awesome exercise, working on that stability and on that rotation. Keeping your butt gently squeezed right here. Think about pulling your low belly muscles in. Good. If your arms start to get tired, you're more than welcome to bend the elbows a little bit. Good. Couple more seconds here. Keeping the shoulders low, not crunching them up, right? We want to keep them low, nice and controlled. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Good job, good job. You should feel that right here. Final exercise of this standing set, you're going to do a straight leg deadlift, all right? So those legs are going to be nice and straight. You can slight bend, right? You're just going to sink those hips back. Reach down. Once you feel a nice little pull in the back of the hamstring, squeeze your butt and come on back up. These muscles back here are a huge part of the core. They protect the back. They're our main movers. They're our main drivers. Notice how none of us are going all the way down to the floor. Well, maybe Anthony is. Got that bit of advantage. And that's all right. Keeping the belly engaged, being able to move the hips and the spine while keeping it nice and neutral is very important. Working on those glutes. Keep it going. Inhaling on your way down to create some intra-abdominal pressure. stabilize the spine, and exhaling on the way up to keep the belly engaged. That's going to be on the test later. Good. Let's get 2 more. Good. 1 more. Excellent job. I'm going to hand it off to Igor. He's going to take us through some chair exercises.
Okay, everyone. We're continuing with the core exercise. This time, we're going to use the chair. So have a seat. We're going to be seated position. We're going to start with lean backs. So what that means is you need to scoot forward towards the edge of the chair. So go as close as you feel comfortable with. Cross your arms over your chest like this. Okay, and you're going to lean back with your back straight as possible. You're going to touch the back of the chair and then come forward. Sit back up nice and tall. So you're going to engage your core both ways. Going backwards, you're controlling. You don't want to let your lower back do any work with this one. This is really important to squeeze and engage your core both ways, going back and forward. You easily can go to your lower back, and that's not good. If you engage your core, all that tension goes in your core, not in your lower back. See, I'm bending my lower back a little bit, and that's fine. You can do that. Try to keep your feet grounded, flat on the floor. See, none of us are leaning back. Nobody's doing this and then going forward. We're touching the back of the chair and then you come forward. 5 more. One more. And relax. Very good. You're going to be same position in your chair. Keep your heels down like this. Actually, you can slightly move your bottom back into the middle of the chair. Okay, not all the way back, not all the way forward, right in the middle of the chair. Keeping your heels down, toes up like this. And we're going to do 2 options. Ian's going to show you option 1 where you're going to do bicycle with one knee up from the floor, so touching the floor, pulling back, right? That's what Ian's going to do. Me and Anthony, we're going to do suspended. Okay, so you're going to lean back a little bit. Your upper back is leaning against the back of the chair, and you're doing bicycle, pulling one knee up towards your chest at a time. So you see, you really want to lean a little back. You want to slide a little forward into the middle of the chair, lean back, abs tight. You can hold the side of the chair like this. If you need to. All right, 10 more seconds. Engage your core, breathe. Do not hold your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Straighten your back a little bit. Perfect. All right, next one's going to be double bicycle. So all 3 of us, we're going to keep heels down, toes up like this. Lean back. Slide your bottom forward a little bit. Letting them back against the back of the chair. Hands, you tip your fingers touching your ears, or you can bring your elbows in front of you. Okay, like Ian was showing earlier. Same options. And we're going to do left elbow, right knee, and then alternate. Okay? Here we go. Ready? And go. Yes, you can do suspended, or you can keep your feet down. Engage your core. Gonna go faster, that's fine. And 3, 2, 1, relax. Woo! It's a good quad workout too if you do suspended. All right, so we're gonna slide a little more back into your chair, towards the middle of the chair again, and lean back again. So you're not quite all the way back in your chair. You see you have a little space in between the back of your chair and your bottom. Legs straight together, and we do flutter kicks. Keep your toes pointed, okay? And you're gonna kick up and down. You can hold the chair, side of the chair like this. You can slide back into your chair. If you don't feel this is comfortable for your lower back, that's fine. Or you can even go more further forward. It's all up to you. Try to find a good position where you're gonna feel in your core, but not hurting your lower back, okay? Let's see how we're doing. So we have 10 more seconds. Here we go, last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Place your both feet down. All right, same position. Actually, this time, let's slide all the way into your chair, all the way towards the back of the chair. Keep the legs straight together, and we'll do scissors. So, both legs out to the side, and then cross. If you have any hip replacement, recent hip replacement, do not cross your legs. You can just go in and out. Okay, that's option 2. But if it doesn't bother your hips, go for it. That's fine. See, Ian is showing you that option. Where you're just tapping your feet together and then out to the side. Me and Anthony, we're doing scissors. We're crossing one and the other leg. Abs tight. Don't just let your legs all the work. Make sure you're engage your core. Have 5 more seconds. And relax. Perfect. All right, we're gonna rotate now.
All right, for this next segment, I'm going to be on the floor. So is Ian. Igor will show you all the exercises that I'm going to do in the chair. All right, so you'll be able to get a side view on me. Ian is going to be on a front view. You'll have your head up top by the chair. Yeah. All right, I want you on your back. Feet flat on the floor, knees bent. The very first exercise we're going to work on is bracing. What bracing is where I want you to think about someone is holding something heavy over your stomach and they're about to drop it. You're going to tighten up that stomach. Press that back into the floor and hold that brace and then release. There is no press in the feet. If you're pressing through your heels, you're going into a pelvic tilt. That's not what we're doing here. We're just focusing on bracing. The movement is minimal. This is the baseline for every exercise we are about to do on the floor. Two more braces. All right. Staying with the bracing. This time we're going to do that same brace you just did. So we're going to brace tight. Then I want you to extend your right leg out. Hold it as close to the floor as you can without touching it. Bring it in and release your brace. Switch to the left. Brace tight first. Hold that brace while you take that leg into extension. Bring it in and relax. If you feel like your back is coming up off the floor, when you go into extension, you can minimize how far you're going out. You don't have to go all the way onto extension. That means that your abs need a little bit of work. So just keep alternating through that, putting your main focus on holding that back into the floor, bracing those abs tight. I have my hands on my abs so I can feel them get tight and squeeze. All right, perfect. Next one, we're going to add a level of difficulty. So we're going to come up into this position here, 90 degrees with the legs. Ian is going to show you a version of not going out as far. So if you are bracing tight and when you go into extension, you feel your whole body pulling up, that means that your abs aren't ready for this exercise, so you're going to go into a very small extension. All right, so brace tight like we just did. Take those legs out. Bring them in. Yep, out. And then the key thing here is making sure your back is staying into that floor. So if you need to brace, you can only take the feet out partially. It's okay. Make sure you're breathing. So if you need to be here, that's all right. If you feel like you can get those legs out, fine too. Okay, take a break. Staying in this bracing movement, we're going to do the dead bug, which many of you remember from class. Legs at 90, arms over, chest straight up. As my right arm goes back overhead, left leg goes into extension, and we hold that brace. I want you to pause out. Bring it in. Make sure that back is pressed down, abs tight, before you go left arm overhead, right leg extension. And here. So let's keep that going, making sure you get that pause out. Remember, the main focus is that brace, pushing that back into the floor. If we lose that, we lose the point of the exercise. Good, take a break. All right, we're gonna work on some crunching. Before we can crunch, we're gonna have to go through that brace. I want you to put your hands on your thighs. What we're gonna do, we're gonna brace tight, and I want you to slide those hands up to your knees, and then back down. You can see what Igor's doing over as well. Brace tight, push that back into the floor, crunch up, and down. Nice and slow, nothing's for speed. Now I know many of you feel this in the back of your neck. Our body and our neck are not used to having gravity forced upon the forehead. So if you do need to support the head, that is fine. The key thing here is we do not want to be pulling on the head, tucking that chin into your chest. There should be space in between your chin and your chest, about a fist distance. So if your chin is touching your chest, that means you are pulling on your head. Nice smooth crunch. Take a break. Good. Now we're going to go with the cross crunch. So you can either put that left hand on your right thigh, crunch across, or if you want to give your head support, you can drive that left elbow towards your right knee. However you want to do it is fine. The focus is on pressing that back into the floor, driving that left elbow or hand across to your right knee. Again, I like to have my hand on my stomach so I can feel the brace. Make sure that I'm bracing before I crunch. It's very easy to pull in your secondary and tertiary muscle groups. It's easy to pull in your hip flexors on these exercises. They are not what we want to work right now. We are working those abs. One more. Very nice. Relax for a second. We're going to do the opposite. Right hand going across to the left. You can take that right elbow and drive it to the left. However you want to do it. Just brace first and go. Nice and slow. Make sure you're breathing. Exhale as you come up and across. There. Exhale. Take a break. All right, we're going to roll over. We're going to work on some planking. Yeah. All right. good, Igor. All right. Elbows and toes. If you are in the chair, what I would like you to do is find a wall. Igor, can you show them? I think we can grab that back wall a little bit, or on the podium. Side view on the podium. The podium. Yep. All right. So elbows and toes in that plank, and you'll see Igor, he's on the podium. Feet are back, and he's leaning in, still maintaining straight body. I'm not here. This is not a plank. I am not here. Straight body. Hold. Remember that brace that we just practiced, pressing that back into the floor. You need to reciprocate that. I know you don't have the floor as your guide, but brace tight. You should feel this in those abs. Squeeze those glutes. Good. Come up on the hands and knees. All right, bird dog. I want you to extend your right arm out front, left leg out back, and I want you to hold. Abs tight. Hold that position. Good. Switch. Hold. Let's do it again. One more time each way. Switch. Good. Rock back here. It's child's pose real quick. Next one is going to be same side. This is where it gets a little more difficult. Hopefully we all perform well right now. Here we go. All right, same side. So brace those abs tight. What I would do first is start with your right leg out back. Then once you feel stabilized, focus on your spot. Go ahead and right arm out. Hold. Nice work. Now if you can't hold that position, I'm okay with you going here and down. That's a very hard thing to do. All right, left. Extend the left leg first. Fixate on your spot. Left arm out. And again, Ian's going to show you the hold. If you need to be here, we are okay with this as well. You can hold, hold. Good. One more each way, and then we're going to cool it down. Okay, here we go. Right leg out back. Go ahead and go right arm out. You can hold like Ian and I are doing, or you can go into your tap to get that moment of stabilization. Whatever you feel comfortable. I hope by now you have not rolled over. Okay, let's switch it one more time. Left leg out back. Left arm out. All right, good work. Ian's gonna come over here and do our cool down. Please stay on the floor if you were down.
Yeah, so if you're staying on the floor, let's go ahead and lie on your back. Really gonna open things up a little bit. We focused a tremendous amount on bracing. Now I want to focus a bit on releasing, right? So here, you're on your back. If you're in your chair, you can just scoot forward a little bit and lean back. Right here, I want to make sure I don't hit Igor. You're just gonna bring those hands overhead in any position you can. The back of the hands can be down or the thumbs can be down into the floor. It doesn't matter too much. I want you to focus on taking big, deep breaths through the belly. You'll feel a bit of spinal extension here, so the ribs might stick out a bit. That's kind of what we're going for. We're just opening up. Playing with the positions of the hands. Notice how the backs of my hands are down now. Earlier was my thumbs. Up to you. One more time. Good. Let's bring those arms down. Let's go ahead and hug the left knee towards the chest. You can choose to keep the right knee bent, as I'm doing, or you can choose to extend the right leg. It is up to you. If you feel any discomfort in the hip joint, don't pull as close to the chest. Be nice and gentle with it. Big deep breaths. Good. Let's go ahead and switch. Other leg. Let's hug both into the chest. There. You can either grab with the hands at the front of the knee, the back of the knee, or you can really hug those elbows all the way around if you feel comfortable doing so. If this bothers that hip, please don't do that. Just a nice gentle hug right here. Big deep breaths. Go ahead and release those legs. Feet together, knees together. Let's drop them over to one side. And I want you to look the opposite way. Trying to keep the shoulders on the floor. If you drop those knees and your shoulder lifts, you're not getting the stretch that we want. Big deep breaths. If this is at all uncomfortable for the low back, please bring the knees back into the middle. Brace the belly, bring the knees back towards the middle, and switch sides. Let's go the other way. Look the opposite way. Good. Bring the knees back into the middle. One more hug, knees to chest. Go ahead and release. All right, everybody, thank you for joining us for our core class today. Excellent job. We hope you had fun, and we'll see you for the next one. Thanks.